Ciao ragazzi, welcome back to Restoring Ostuni. By the time this video drops, I should be on a plane heading back to Italy. Well, but you know my luck, so I'm probably going to be sitting in an airport waiting to get on a plane to get to Ostuni, but let's think positive. Couple of new things and some old things too. Hamilton, my Tibetan Spaniel, will be coming with me, so you'll be seeing him in these upcoming videos. And it will be my last trip on Delta for a little while. I do love my Delta miles, and I absolutely adore the Delta Sky Club because I live outside of Charlotte, and Charlotte is 90% American Airlines. So when you get to use the Delta Sky Club, it's pretty empty and it is fabulous. However, starting next month, we are going to be having direct flights from Charlotte to Rome. So I have to say arrivederci to Delta and going back to American. And while I love Delta and everything about it, saving 5 hours is totally worth it. Just to add a little bit to this, we decided to not make this easy. We decided, well, I say we, me and my vet, decided to do a practice run with my USDA paperwork for bringing the animals over. As I've mentioned before, I have quite the pack of animals, and it seems even my 18-and-a-half-year-old cat, Spud Jones, is going to be coming just to his blood work while I took Hamilton in for the paperwork, and he is the healthiest 18-and-a-half-year-old cat on the planet. So looks like he will be coming with us too. So we need to get all the paperwork together. So we thought this will be a really good time to do it. So we're using Hamilton as our, test, and we'll see how it goes. Plus, he's absolutely adorable, and he's a great traveler since he's a now retired show dog. So totally easy to take around. And I thought this would be a good way to check out the paperwork, see if we have any problems. So once we get this done, hopefully we'll have a plan coming up for bringing the cats and the rest of the dogs over maybe this spring or this fall. It really depends on the renovation. Oh yeah, speaking of the renovation, where do we stand on that? Well, I would say we're close, but I've said we're close for a couple of weeks, but I really do think we're super close this time. So, the thing is that we've all come to agreement, and there's always a but. Things keep getting complicated as we scope it out. I've had 4 or 5 different versions of the estimate come to me, come back, go back, back and forth. And to be honest, my spreadsheets are an absolute mess. So I'm going to give a little shout out to Grok because I actually took everything in Italian, gave it to him, and said, I need this translated into a spreadsheet that I can understand. And that really helped me because by doing it in Italian and then having him translate it and tell me where everything was, and no, I'm not getting any money from Elon Musk. Again, Elon, I'm here. Grok, if you want somebody to, you want to throw some money to me, I don't mind. Anyway, so back to the truth, because we know that's not going to happen. It really, really helped me out. And one of the things that it really helped on is something that seems really, really kind of crazy. And I'm going to say this right now. A lot of people are going to find this next piece boring. Unless you're one of the 17 people that's going to do a renovation, you're probably going to have your eyes glazed over. But for the 17 of you that are trying to restore or do anything like this, please listen to this. If you don't listen to anything else, listen to this part. And again, I know it'll really bore you, and feel free to skip ahead, and because I'm going to talk about shopping and all the fun stuff. But for the rest of you, here's the thing. The one thing that Grok caught for me that I literally missed was the newest estimate downgraded my HVAC system. And the cost difference got buried in the changes. And I'm going to say this right now. No one was trying to trick me. They were just trying to lower the cost. And that's great. And I've been talking to them about that. But I also think Italians and Americans have very different ideas of what comfortable air conditioning and good enough is. Because for them, they don't really think about it because they don't really have it. So they're like, crazy Americans. But let me understand. I'm American and I want my air conditioning. And honestly, for some of my dogs, my Pekingese, they have a lot of hair, and so air conditioning is really, really important for them. So while they were trying to save me about 2,500 euros, in the end, it was going to cost me more. First of all, my energy bills were going to go up. Second of all, I was probably going to have to rip it out and put new in. So it's going to cost me double. And third, it is also a safety factor for my dogs. Yes, their hair is cut, but still, they like to be comfortable, even my cats. So, and let's be honest, me too. I'm bougie. I want my air conditioner. So they didn't mean to do it. But here's the thing. By me taking it and taking all of the estimates and putting them together, and again, I'm giving Grok a heads up, because if I'd had to do it by myself, it would have taken a lot longer and I might have missed it. I was able to find these things. So I gave them, I gave this back to them, especially, and then also gave them some feedback. I need specifics. I need to know the brands. I want the energy efficiency, all that stuff. Because the other piece of this is that there's a lot of tax help that you can get back. I think it's like 50% if you're doing energy efficiency. So that stuff is important. And again, I'd rather spend a little bit more now than having to redo it or being miserable. So, I just want to tell you, just be careful when you're doing these things. And, sometimes a second set of eyes, and in this case, AI eyes, was really helpful for me, because I didn't catch the nuance and the difference between the two. One said coil, one just said, climate or something like that. I can't remember exactly anymore. But excuse me, I didn't catch it. Grok did. So I'm going to give him a huge shout out if he was alive, or he was even a he, maybe he's a she, doesn't matter. Anyway, now we're going to go back to the fun stuff. So talking about costs, let's get back to some costs. I decided to rent a car for this trip because of shopping and logistics. Usually I take the train. I don't really like having a car in Ostuni, but I was going to be traveling to pick some stuff up, do things, and actually go doing a little bit of, buying materials and things like that. So decided to get a car. And this is, if you don't know anything about Italy, this is the part you need to listen to. This is the quintessential Italy. So the base rate for this car was 39 euros, and I've got it for like 6 days. The taxes, 50. Okay, yeah, it's a little bit more. But no, this is the best part. The insurance is 240 euros. And that is literally classic Italy. And let me give you a pro tip. Never, ever skip the full insurance here. One scratch, you're out hundreds. It's just how it is. It's just one of those random Italian things, kind of like Thursdays, they just sometimes they're closed, the shops are closed, and there's no reason why. It's just because it's Italy. So, pro tip there, don't look at the actual car rate, look at the insurance rate. And I'm a Hertz President Circle, so I like get the biggest discount. So I just thought it was funny. So, the insurance is going to cost me a fortune, but better than paying or having to deal with it later on. So we don't mind. So now we're going to go to the fun part. I am heading to IKEA in Bari for the measurements and planning of the kitchen. I'm also been looking at their cabinets for the laundry room, so I might be expanding a little bit. Who ever thought that? I'd never been into an IKEA until a couple weeks ago. And now I'm like, I wonder if I can do that with IKEA. So anyway, one thing that I have been trying to do is get a English speaking person to come measure. Now, I didn't actually go to them and say I needed an English speaking. They actually offer it on their website. They're like, hey, if you need an English speaking, just put this in here and we'll get right back to you. Again, this is Italy. So I thought I started early enough. I started on February 1st. And again, my appointment with them is end of February, beginning of March. I can't remember exactly which day of my trip I'm going. I still haven't heard from them. So I actually sent an update, just to respond like, hey, I haven't heard anything. Didn't hear anything. So I then sent a second one. So actually third, because the one was, anyway, I sent another one, still have not heard anything. And that was a week ago. So at this point, I doubt that I am actually going to be getting the measurement in English done before my appointment. So I gave up and I scheduled my appointment, and I just put in the notes that, I've been trying to schedule an in-person in Ostuni for an English-speaking person, but I hadn't heard, and I put my Italian phone number in it, thinking maybe that will help. So you know what? We will see how that goes. If it doesn't, you know what? My Italian is not so bad. I have Google Translate. Also, for some reason, I got asked for T-Mobile. They're going to do some new translation. And so I think I'm in their beta for Italian. So maybe I'll be using T-Mobile. I'll be using Google Translate. I don't know. We'll point, we'll grunt, we'll talk in verbs, short sentences. We'll make it work. That's the one good thing I've learned is we're going to just make it work. And so I'm really, really excited to go and look at that. And I'm also going to be looking at some tile and stone too for the bathrooms. And here is what I'm thinking right now. I have decided that I need to start manifesting things. Like, so I'm manifesting Field of Dream style. Like, if I buy it, they will renovate. So maybe if I start buying everything, that will get things moving. And if not, I get to geek out because let me tell you, I love going to like Lowe's and Home Depot. So going and looking at quarries and things like that should be fun. I also am trying to figure out if I'm meeting with somebody while I'm there. I want to look at some wood, like for the countertops instead of stone. I still haven't decided on that, so I'm going to be looking at that. So that is going to be a lot of fun, I think. So again, Field of Dreams. If I buy it, they will renovate. I'm just going to chant that the whole time. So the other thing that's a little bit different is I've decided that I'm going to stay in Centro Storico. Usually I stay by the house, and I mean, when I say, it's not like I'm that far, it's like a 5-minute walk. It's not, I mean, Ostuni's tiny, but I usually stay by the house. But I've decided that I really want to go and like go out to dinner and stuff. And when I'm over in the residential section, it's not that Ostuni is not safe, because Ostuni is incredibly safe. But being by myself at night, at like 10 o'clock at night, I just don't feel comfortable. It has nothing to do with Italy. It's just me. And so my thoughts is by staying in Centro Storico with my cute little dog, we can go hang out and maybe eat at some of these little restaurants and stuff. And I'll have somebody with me. I mean, that's the thing that sucks is my husband and son are both working. And, I'm retired, so I'm the one going by myself. And while Italy is fun, at like 9 o'clock at night, it's not so fun for me by myself. And plus, that's in the middle of the workday still for my husband and son. So it's not like I can chit chat with them. So I will be bringing Hamilton along with me. And if anybody happens to see the cutest little Tibetan Spaniel and I, just come and say hi, because Hamilton is the sweetest, sweetest dog in the entire world. Just ask him. So anyway, so let's get ready. When I come back, get ready for some real insights into Ostuni life, the good and the chaos and the adorable. Fingers crossed we get some real traction with the renovation soon. And again, if you're loving this journey, please hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and tell people about it. Next up, I'm going to be doing some hopefully tile hauls. Maybe I will meet up with some no gangs of Ostuni again. Maybe they'll let me in, they'll give me a handshake, or they'll tell me how I can get my husband in. And again, I have a quick question for you. What is the one thing you would never compromise on in a remodel? Is it a killer AC? Is it a dream kitchen? Dog friendly? Drop it below. I read it all. Safe travel vibes to me, and maybe I'll actually get in on time and actually be able to use all of my tickets. Fingers crossed. And of course, Hamilton. And I'll see you in the next one from Italy. Ciao. Well, that's it for this episode of Restoring Ostuni. Thanks for joining me on this wild Puglia adventure. The dust, the discoveries, and everything in between. If you're loving the journey, hit subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a friend dreaming of their own Italian escape. Until next time, arrivederci.